And now you can see the Friday Shot Day show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv.
Rough Edge FM at roughedgefm.com.
It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Turn it up, get ready for the roar. Friday Shot Day show, knocking on your door. Grab your glass, pour that liquid fire. We're gonna drink till we can't get no higher. Friday Shot Day show, gonna make you scream. Raise your glass high, live that wild dream. Feel the burn, let it take control. Pour another round, lose your soul.
Friday Shot Day show.
Friday Shot Day show live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton, also known as Agent 00ABV. And sitting next to me is
Miss Fireball Julie.
And
we had a little bit of itsy bitsy teeny weeny polka dot bikini.
Yes, we did. A little surprise there from Michelle.
What was that?
Is that a little surprise peep show from Michelle? That was nice.
Yes, the itsy bitsy teeny weeny polka dot bikini.
Yeah, she's getting ready to run into the pool, so you did get a quick glimpse.
Be very careful because I understand that pool is full of dengue fever.
It could be. Everybody else had dengue. We have not had the pleasure.
Nor
shall we.
Yeah, I was going to say pleasure is not the word I would use.
No, we put on bug spray, and we're very aware of being around a lot of people that are not bugged up or bug sprayed. So yeah, it's it could be bad, but we're good.
Well, Dougie, I wanted to wish you a very happy National Whiskey Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doug's all set. Look at that there. And we're all set here too, Doug. This is what we got. Julie's going to drink a shot from each of these bottles.
And still
Damn, I wish I was there.
I told her she doesn't have to drink a shot from every bottle. But
no, shot and a half.
Yeah, shot and a half. But she, I told her I put out those 5 bottles and she can pick and choose what she wants to drink. And I'm assuming that the center one is going to get no love.
Yeah. No love.
Yeah. So anyway, happy National Whiskey Day. Should we start with whiskey or should we start with
Yeah, we'll start with the laugh. Get this out of the way while I can read it.
Oh, let's do it. We have a joke here. Let's do this.
Los Borrachos Playhouse.
During a visit to my doctor, I asked Doctor, how do you determine if an older person should go to a care home? He replied, well, we fill up a bathtub, then offer a teaspoon, a teacup, and a bucket, and ask them to empty the tub. I said, oh, I get it. A normal person would use the bucket because it's bigger. He looked at me and said, no, a normal person would pull the plug. Would you like a bed near the window?
Okay, that's pretty good.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, we should have put that into script format. That would have been good too.
Mm-hmm.
Dougie, what was I going to tell you? Yo, you missed out. We were doing making more Chuck Norris memes.
I didn't watch. I was watching.
Did you hear?
Josh, yes.
You did?
Yes. I've been backstage for like 48 minutes.
That's true.
I was being ignored.
I did not get that.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Doug, we're holding on for Doug for a second. I'm going to see if this is set. Play a sound when guests entered. It is, but it's not. Didn't work. Okay. Well, so Doug's on. So National Whiskey Day is here, and we got Julie's joke, and now we're going to. Should we start there?
Start with the whiskey.
Sure. Then we'll go to the non-alcohol to clear your system.
All
All right.
Where's
So as we said, we have many whiskeys to choose from. I don't expect Julie to try all of them. I certainly can't.
are these
But
all clean right here?
yeah, those three are clean. Those 3 glasses are good to go. We actually have clean glasses here at the Friday Shot Day show, which is very unusual.
Okay.
So we have-
I will start with the one closest to me.
Wild Turkey 101. Now, Wild Turkey 101 it's a rye, and the reason we chose that one is because it's Dr. Shocker really likes rye whiskey.
Shocker, rocker, he's heavy metal, man.
Who wrote that song, Doug?
I'm
He's
not
a shocker, a rocker, he's heavy metal, mean.
Especially
I don't know.
the 101.
Oh, yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah. So what does that mean? Is the alcohol way up there?
It's
probably
101.
50.5.
50.5. So Julie's having a little 101 there.
So if you take the 101,
It's pretty smooth.
Really?
Yeah.
How's the flavor? Does it taste different than can you taste the rye difference?
right.
A little caramely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have
Now,
expected.
I bought a bottle of that down here because I got a good deal on it. And I got a bottle of that. What is that?
That is Wild Turkey 101.
Yes, I got a bottle of that, and I made old fashions with it. It was actually really good.
Oh, okay.
Because not always can I get this for a price that I'm willing to pay, because I'm not going to pay $75 for a bottle of Maker's Mark.
It
Yeah.
leaves your mouth a little numb, but it doesn't burn.
Oh, okay. That's a start.
I mean, granted, I didn't.
Oh, I'm glad you got a water. I was going to ask you about that. Isn't your buddy coming back in from Canada, Doug? And you're going to ask him to stop at the non-duty store? What is it called?
We don't have anybody coming back for everybody's leaving right now. The next people to be coming back to Costa Rica will be us. So we will
Stop
grab
and
a
get some,
couple things at the duty-free store. Last time John and Irene came in, we picked them up and they had me a 1.75, a handle of Maker's Mark. I'm like, where'd you get that? They said, it's a duty-free. I said, I've never seen it there. They said, you have to ask. They have it in the back.
Oh, it was on the shelf when we were there.
Yeah, so and it was only $45, I think. So that's a good deal for that.
Okay. All right. So we're on
We'll
the
make them back.
number.
But right now I have a handle and a liter, and this is a bottle you guys bought me, and I still have
Oh, you're
maybe
doing good.
a third of it left. So
You're not drinking
Take my
it
time.
fast enough.
I don't drink. Well, I savor it because I like it, and I don't want it to be gone.
I got you. All right. So we got Buffalo Trace up next.
Now, when I was in Panama, when we were coming back from Panama, we were in the
This is a
duty free store in Panama, and they had the Buffalo Trace 1 liter bottles for I think $25, which
Oh,
was
that's a good price.
so I bought two. I think I bought 2 of those and brought them back from Panama, and that's Buffalo Trace is really close in the taste profile to Maker's Mark, so it was okay. I like it.
That's how I remember. I remember that Maker's Mark and Buffalo Trace are very similar.
They're very very close.
They're both very good too. So, Jules,
Yeah.
what's your review on that one? Pretty good. Do you
Yeah.
get a similarity to Maker's Mark with that?
Not as much of a burn.
Really? Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with me. Normally, I have a little bit of a burn with some of these, and I'm
Yeah.
not today, so I don't
May
know.
I see the bottle?
Yeah.
It's just a regular
It's
bottle.
pretty smooth. There's nothing about it.
Mm. So that you're aware, real quick, before we get any further in the show, I have about 8 minutes left because we're going to see Hail Mary tonight.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad
Yeah.
you guys.
So we have to be at the theater. It starts at 5:30. That's about an hour from now.
Hail Mary, that is.
Project Hail Mary, the new Ryan Gosling movie.
Oh, Jared and May went to go see that.
They like it?
I don't know. They didn't tell me.
I bet they did, especially Jared, because he seemed kind of a science guy. And there's a lot of science in that movie. It's an excellent movie.
Okay, I can ask.
Yeah, let's find out what they had to say. If they come back and say that it's crap, they're not coming back on the show. Don't tell them that, but that's how it's going to work. So have you had your Maker's Mark yet, Doug? You had a little sip of Maker's Mark?
I have, absolutely, yes.
Man, I miss those days. Sitting there with a little what do they call those glasses? Highball glass with A couple of fingers of whiskey in it.
Yeah, those I have a couple of those.
Well,
I'm pissed because one of my Harbor Cove glasses is missing, which means somebody broke it and threw it away and neglected to tell me that this happened.
I know where you can get a
you're
new one.
lucky though, because you're close enough to get a new one. One of my Paleotu glasses got broken. I'm like, oh, I won't be back to Paleotu till November, but I'll get one. So.
Let me guess. Michelle broke it.
No, all of a sudden it was just cracked. I don't know how it got cracked. So we have two Paleotu, two Harbor Cove. The Harbor Cove glasses are intact. We have one Paleotu left, which is usually my glass of choice. I mean, they're the exactly same glass, just different painting on them.
Oh, interesting.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
to support Shocker and Paleotu, so I use the Paleotu glass. Not that it brings him any business or money if I'm drinking in it, because nobody knows. Except
They're
when
just
I tell
perfect
you now.
glasses for drinking out of. They are. Those.
It just
Yes.
is a little piece of home.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
true too. They have new glasses now at Harbor Cove Cafe with different colors on the thing. They're pretty nice as well. So you could get one of those, Jules, and have a set.
Yeah, it says, it was pretty good. A little
You'd have
long,
two nice sets then.
3 hours.
2 hours, 40 minutes is how long that movie is.
But I enjoyed it.
Good. There's more reviews for Project Hail Mary. So, and Doug can get caramel corn there at the theater. Handmade caramel corn.
Oh, it's so good. They make it fresh to order. It's freaking delicious. It's so good.
That makes us see what you guys think about that movie because I love it. All right, moving on. This is new to Julie. She hasn't tried this. This
I'm going to do just a sip of this, and then I'm going to save my 2 best ones for last.
All right.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to like this. I've never liked Jack Daniels. I
Here's-
did not like whiskey for the longest time because of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack Daniels.
I want to like Jack Daniels, but
I don't. Just
I
saying.
mean, I want to like it because of Lemmy. You know, Lemmy from Motorhead. That was his favorite whiskey. If you went to Lemmy's house and he asked you if you wanted to drink and you said yes, he would hand you a bottle of Jack Daniels all your own. That's how much he liked. So, but I just never have. I've never been a fan.
I've never liked it.
No.
It's just been not my thing. So,
And here's the thing: it's probably the #1 whiskey in the entire world, but it's just not that good.
no, it doesn't have the taste that the other.
No, it doesn't.
It's a little dirty.
I remember it tasting watery. And,
Yeah, it's watery and a little dirty.
yeah.
Like the others actually have the caramel and all those flavors, and that just kind of tastes
bland. Yeah, I know.
No flavor.
Yeah,
to it.
I'm not a fan. I mean, if you put it in a whiskey and Coke or something like that, okay. But still, I mean, down here you can get Jack and Cokes in the can for like, I don't know, $1.50 or so. So every once in a while I'll grab one of those, but Jack Daniels is not good. Sorry, Jack Daniels fans or Jack Daniels Distillery or whoever. It's just not that good.
Not one I would spend money on.
Right.
Yeah.
If you call yourself, if you're a whiskey drinker and that is your whiskey, your to-go whiskey, you're not a whiskey drinker.
Yeah. No.
Not a connoisseur, I should say.
Yeah. Okay, now we're on to the Maker's Mark. This is 45.
45. Oh, proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Maker's Mark
Go
is
to
Doug introduced me to Maker's Mark.
No, that is not true. Jennifer introduced us to it at State Line
That you know what? You're right.
because she says, "Do you like whiskey?"
Right.
I said, "I don't like whiskey." She goes, "You got to try this." I'm like, "No, I don't like. I don't like whiskey." She goes, "Trust me, just try this." And she gave me the Maker's Mark. I'm like, "Hey, that's pretty good." And that was all she wrote. That's ever since then. Maker's Mark. That's the first whiskey I ever liked, and it's still my favorite to this day.
I remember
I have to say that the cask strength is my favorite.
the cask strength is the best I've ever had.
You know how my reaction the first time you guys had me
So
try the
good.
cast strength, my eyes just about popped out of my head. That is
So good.
That is delicious.
Jennifer, for those of you who don't know, she was a bartender at Prim in at the it wasn't a Prima Donna.
Prima Donna, yep.
And so we were there one night for a steak dinner. We decided we're going to get a steak dinner. We sat down with her and instantly became best friends with her. She was just terrific. She was one of those bartenders who, how many beers did you get, Doug? Because yours looked a little warm.
Oh yeah, she'd set a beer down. I'd have a few sips of it. She'd take it, put a new one down. I'm not done. She goes, that one was warm.
She was
Okay.
the best. And she was also really good at doing just what Doug said. She would ask you what you liked, because back then, remember, I didn't drink beer.
Right.
And in Doug's case, it was, I don't like whiskey. Let me let you try this. And she gave him the Maker's Mark. He loved it. The first beer that I actually liked a lot and drank a lot of back then was Newcastle. She said, you got to try Newcastle. I said, okay, let me try Newcastle. Damn, it was pretty good. And that
True
started
story.
me off my whole craft beer journey that I was on.
I like
And she
that.
became a really good friend.
She
Yeah.
still is.
I like that when you have a bartender who actually isn't just doing it for the paycheck, but really knows their stuff. Because there's been so many times where I go into a bar and I'll ask for something and the person behind the bar looks at me weird.
They're
like
clueless.
they don't have a clue.
Yeah.
And I'm going, how can you not have a clue? You're a bartender.
Yeah.
And they don't have a good answer.
And the other thing is, as a good bartender, and we learned this from Shocker, because I mentioned one time that people were looking up recipes in the book. He goes, no, you want them to look up recipes. But the way you respond is what we're talking about here, because if you don't know what a drink is, go look it up in the book. Don't tell the customer, like, what's wrong with you? I never heard of that. Well, it's probably there, dude. Go look it up.
I
Right.
had a bartender question me one time when I asked for a dirty martini.
What did he say it was? You thought
He
there was
didn't
soil
know-
in it?
He didn't know what a dirty martini was. And I'm thinking, okay, that's
bad.
a pretty standard drink. I mean, as long as even when my parents were drinking and I knew nothing about drinks, I knew what a dirty martini
Yeah.
was.
I think,
Yeah.
Doug, I think that our grandparents drank dirty martinis.
That's been
Yeah.
around for a while. So that's like one of those standards that most people, because it's not very difficult either.
No,
Right.
Very easy.
I'm shocked by that. But
And
I mean-
going back to Jennifer
yes,
about knowing the trade, knowing
Love
her
you.
trade, this brings us to a story. We were at her steakhouse more than once. We spent many nights sitting at the bar in the steakhouse.
for
And
hours.
there's one night there was these two guys that were there and they had been golfing. And so we're all drinking and they bought us a couple shots of Patron. And then we're sitting there and I told Jennifer, I go, let's do another round of Patron. She looks at me and she goes, not Patron. I go, yeah, Patron. She goes, no, not Patron. I'm going to give you Patron. I'm going to give them Cuervo. We're like, well, whatever, okay. And so she gives it to them. These guys are sitting there and they're fake shooting. They're slinging them over their shoulders onto the floor because they were so drunk already. And she knew that was going to happen. So she's like, I'm not going to make you pay for Patron. We're going to give them the cheap stuff because they're not going to drink it. She knew.
I think her exact words were, "I'm not going to waste Patron."
Right. Well, that's what it was. I'm not going to waste Patron because these guys
Yeah.
aren't drinking it.
She is so special, and I miss her so much. We went to Oakland for a wedding, and we missed her by like 10 minutes. We went to a pizza place for lunch, and she had just been there. And because I texted her, and I said, and unfortunately, we were heading on to the wedding, we couldn't stick around. But man, she was just the best. And
Yeah.
I hope she's doing well up there. And I'd love to, go up there and see her and hang out with her because she was the one.
fun.
that-
She's awful fun.
Now there is a dark side. Because
Well,
she's
she
also
killed a
the
few
one that
people.
turned us on to the bacon martinis.
Oh,
That was good though.
It was fun. Yes.
They were good.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I got to jump out because I got to go see Hail Mary. I got to make dinner and I'm making chicken tacos. And we're under the Hail Mary. So
All right.
I
Enjoy.
will be in studio with you next week.
Terrifying.
No,
Julie may be a little late.
yeah, I have something that I just cannot not do.
Okay,
So,
well, I'm going to be there. I think we're going to do 2 shows while I'm there, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. The following week we'll do another show, and yeah. So, but next week Julie should hopefully be here.
I'm gonna try to.
but she'll
I'm
probably
gonna
be a
try to
little late.
get there,
Yeah.
but I gotta. This a promise I cannot.
Right.
Not.
Yeah, I read about it. I saw it, so I know what you're talking about. So all good, no problems.
So
All right,
Doug,
peace
enjoy
out.
the
Love
movie.
you both, and we will talk
Love
to you very soon.
we'll see you next week, man.
All right.
Yeah, and we
sounds
need
good.
to do something new because I found something I like better than Patron, and I do like Patron,
What
but
is something new?
Heradosa is even better. The Heradosa Reposada is the best tequila I've ever had.
What
It
a
is
bummer. We'll have to try it. Well,
so easy to drink, and it is so smooth. And once you have it, it's hard to like anything else.
Well, I'm looking forward to misbehaving with you, so that'll be good.
That will happen. So.
It will.
All right, we'll see you, Dougie.
All right. See you. Peace out.
Bye.
But I don't know how to leave studio anymore. Leave studio. I might just anytime. Here it is.
Updated some
I
things.
found it. Yep. Bye.
StreamYard has made some updates, and so things are a little different than they used to be. So
yeah, the Heridosa is.
I'm looking forward to
I love
bringing it in. I can't have it.
Heridosa. It is so. I mean, I told you that one time that I brought it because I was looking for something to bring to John and Miss Tequila. She's Miss Tequila.
John from the Voices of the Valley show.
Yes, and his wife. And
we need to get them back on.
Gina.
And
I knew they liked tequila. I know she likes tequila. And I wanted to get a nice tequila. And so I was looking at all the tequilas. And I know a lot of people like Patron. And I like Patron too. But Heridosa is just, it was more expensive, obviously. And when you're buying something for somebody, you kind of sometimes go a little bit up.
Yeah, sure.
Because, it's just the right thing to do. We finished that bottle playing dominoes. But it was so easy to drink and it was so freaking good that it's really hard for me to like anything else now. When it comes to tequilas, that's kind of the tequila that I like. It's kind of the one I go for. And it's the Reposado. It's the darkest one. And I heard from my neighbor, who is true blue Mexican, you make your margaritas with a Reposado. That's just what you do.
Oh, interesting.
If you want a good margarita, you make it with a Reposado because it has a better flavor palette.
Well, it's the most aged, right? Reposado is the most aged.
Yeah, it's darker, but it is what you make your margarita with. So, because I was making margaritas one day and I was, bragging about how I make them from scratch. And he's like, yeah, but do you use Reposado? And I'm like, no. Well, if you want a good margarita, it needs to be made with a Reposado. And I went, okay, so now that's what I do.
They always say that. They always say that Reposado is the best. What's the second one? There's Blanco. Añejo is which one's the most aged?
It might be the Añejo.
Yeah, Reposado's rested, so that's the second one, and then there's Añejo, which is the age.
So it's the
middle one.
No, it's the Añejo that I use.
Okay, so Reposado is rested. Añejo is aged.
Most aged tequila.
And I've never been a fan of Reposados. I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong, but I've never found one that I would prefer over a Blanco. I like the Blancos. Yeah, Añejo is aged and Reposado is rested, so that makes sense.
But a Heridosa Añejo is just beautiful.
We have a listener who says Reposado is the best. So there you go. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. I got to get into it. I got to really try the Reposado because, I'm a Blanco guy. I've always liked the white tequilas, and I've ventured into the other ones, and I've had some really good ones. I've told you before about the Reposado we had down at Palm Springs, and it was super aged Jose Cuervo. I mean, it was stuff came out like brandy. It was delicious. It was $28 a shot, which doesn't sound like much these days, but 20 years ago when I bought it, it was really expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just maybe I should do some more flavor exploring if I could.
Yeah, I did notice something though. Drinking that much of the Heridosa, you would have thought I would have felt like crap the next day. I didn't.
Well, it depends on the tequila. If you're drinking a nice chemical-free tequila.
No, I think the Heridosa is.
It probably is
the topper. It's a top line. Oh my God, I can't do this room.
She is too hot. It's stuffy in this room. We're in a little tiny room. It's like 18 by 12. But anyway, the Grateful Sea, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being out there, and I appreciate your comment about Reposado. Like I said, the Blancos are the ones I like.
And drinking and being at 74, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this anymore.
Well, you've done pretty good so far because this is what you've gone through.
Ooh, gosh.
So Julie has tried the Wild Turkey 101.
Tried them all.
Oh, did you do the 46?
I've got the 46
Oh, okay.
right here.
So she's going to do, but we started with the Wild Turkey 101.
Yep.
We went to the Jack Daniels.
The Wild Turkey was nice. The Buffalo Trace was nice.
It's right here.
The only one that I did not like was the Jack Daniels. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that's, like Doug said, it's the most popular of all of the American whiskeys, at least. I think it has to be American whiskey.
It's not a top shelf. It's probably a well whiskey.
And it is. A lot of places you go, that's what they have. And I know that my buddies, Steve and Joe, I think that's their favorite. So, and Lemmy from Motorhead, that's what he drank. So more power to him, but it just isn't my thing.
It's not my thing.
The cask. I wish we had cask strength.
Okay.
But we don't.
I wish
Maker's Mark.
I wouldn't have been so gung-ho, and I was really gung-ho, and I actually went through 2 bottles of it, and I'm so ashamed of myself.
2 bottles of what?
The triple Jameson. That, it was so good. I did go through 2 bottles.
In one night?
No. Since St. Patrick's Day. I mean, of course, yes, one of the bottles, about half of it was used in my corned beef. And then I made another corned beef, and so I used a little bit more. So I probably only went through 1 bottle because I do use the Jameson when I cook my corned beef. But it is really a nice whiskey. I
thought you were going to bring that in.
I know I was going to, but I drank it. So it's gone. Like I said, I did use almost a bottle though, because I used quite a bit in my corned beef, and I made corned beef twice. And then Jared was there and stuff. So I was having him taste it, and he really liked it too. I'm not a huge Jameson fan. Just the triple. It's like, okay, it's all right. But I would probably go for the Makers over the Jameson. But the triple?
Even over the cask strength? Maker's Mark cask strength?
I can't do a lot of that because it's too high
proof. Well, you can.
Proof.
It's a, 101, 103?
Yeah, it's too high proof.
Percent, not proof, but yeah.
Right. Where the triple is, I think it's a little bit higher, but not like that high.
Yeah.
So I can have a glass of it and it doesn't knock me on my ass. The cask strength, yeah. If I can have a couple glasses of the other one and it doesn't knock me on my ass. Because I've had it.
You've been there, done that.
Usually I'll do it.
Yeah, it's 40%, so 80 proof.
Yeah, I do it neat. Usually it's like 2 or 3 fingers. And then I'll usually do 2 of those.
So good. That's the one thing I miss most of anything else. So the Grateful Sea just said that it's just personal preference for me. Are you still talking tequila, or do you drink any whiskey? Do you like whiskey at all? Let's see if we get an answer on that one. But
who and do we know who that is?
The Grateful Sea. Yeah, it's the Grateful Sea. That's all I know. But we're really happy to have you here. So
yes, absolutely.
Yes.
More
and commenting. Yes, that's
more
very
comments
helpful.
are great.
So I whiskey is just good stuff. And I've got so many bottles of whiskey at home that I'm saving and praying for. And I meant to bring that scotch today. I know that's not whiskey, but there's a scotch that Julie and I discovered through a friend of mine who bought me a bottle that was actually very good. Yeah. But I didn't bring it. I forgot it. So, all right. So out of this batch of 5, which one do you prefer?
Okay. This one, the 46 is good, but it's got a little bit of a punch to it.
Okay, what do you mean by punch? Is it hot?
It's hot.
Flavor punch or
no? It's hot and it's not bad. I do like it, but if I'm gonna sit there and say, okay, something that I'm gonna go for, I would go for any one of these. which is the regular Maker's Mark, Buffalo Trace, or the Wild Turkey. Any one of those I would easily grab and say, yeah, I like those.
Were you surprised by the Wild Turkey? Did you think?
Was, because I thought for a minute, because it's not the Wild Turkey that like my dad drank when I was young, because that was considered a cheap
No, I don't disagree. Yeah.
liquor. And he drank Wild Turkey, but it was not anything I would have even touched. But that particular one, the 101 Rye, is pretty smooth. It's not bad at all. So it did surprise me, because I thought that I always knew of it as kind of like a cheap whiskey. And
It's because it's a standard like Jack Daniels. I think.
But I think the 101 changes it.
It is different. It's the Rye 101, and that also might make a difference. And by the way, Grateful C says that the Wild Turkey is a favorite out of his lineup there, their lineup, I should say.
It's very smooth. I really do like it. I like it a lot. And the Buffalo Trace was really good, and the Makers, obviously, I love Makers. If I'm doing an old fashioned out, it's always a Makers old fashioned.
Yeah.
And people always, why? And I'm like, because that's what I like. So I don't care if I have to pay more for it. If I'm doing an old fashioned out, it's got to be a Maker's old fashioned.
Doug makes his old fashions with Maker's Mark cask, and there's nothing like him. They're so good. He's as good at making those as Shelley is at making margaritas and Mai Tais and other things that she makes. But it's just really good stuff. So, and it like the Grateful C says, it is just personal preference.
Yeah.
You like what you like, and that's how it should be. You should. That's another thing we learned from Dr. Shocker of Pele Utu. He said that you go to a bar, and sometimes I'd be embarrassed because I didn't want to drink just the Maker's Mark straight up. I kind of wanted to put some Coke in it just to change it up a little bit, but I was always embarrassed. Yeah. And he goes, never be embarrassed. The bartenders want to make you happy. They want to make you the drink that you want to drink.
Yeah.
And so I now you can do that, and you can do that with anything you want. Just go in there and tell the bartender what you want. And if they know, unlike that particular bartender you talked about,
well,
they'll make it up for you.
There's been several different ones. There has been some bars that I've gone to where.
Yeah, but dirty martini?
I know, but I've even had an old fashioned. I've had 2 old fashions at one bar with 2 different bartenders, and they were completely different drinks.
Yeah.
They were not the same drink.
Tried going to Costa Rica, like Doug says. You go to Costa Rica, you order the same drink from the same bartender, and odds are it's going to be in different glasses and a completely different cocktail. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
It was definitely something, and this was local.
Yeah.
And it kind of surprised me because, the first one, I sat there and I was talking to him and telling him I was on a show, a drinking show and all this. And so the bartender really tried to do a good job making a nice drink.
Yeah.
The second one just threw some shit in the cup, and I'm looking at it going, that's not an old fashioned. And yeah. No, I know what an old fashioned is.
And that, sir, is not an old fashioned. I did have an experience like that once down here at the garage in Ventura. And it was, they always had, Thursdays was their tiki night, and they always had a unique tiki drink on. And because there was a guy there, Alex, who made great tiki drinks. I miss him. He's gone on to have with his own bike shop now. But anyway, we walked in one night and Alex had called in sick, and one of the owners was behind the bar. And I'm thinking, does this guy, and it had the on the board, it said today's tiki special and the name of it. And I'm going, is this guy going to know how to make this? So we sat down, we both ordered the tiki drink, and he looked at us and went, okay, right to the book, and pulled the recipe.
Well, good for you.
And he didn't say, look at us like we were crazy or anything else. He just went to the book and made us the drinks, and they turned out great.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing wrong with looking up, and maybe you want to try and do your own thing. My son does the same thing. There are times when he wants to make a particular drink and he's going to look it up, and he has an app. It's not a book, it's an app.
That's actually what Dr. Shocker uses at Pele Utu.
He goes in and he looks up the ingredients, and he's meticulous with it. But then when he makes his drinks, boy, they come out good. And they're going to be good because he is meticulous with the measurements and everything else.
And that's something else Dr. Shocker told us. He said, because we were complaining about people in Vegas who they're measuring the little tequila glasses exactly right and putting them there. And Shocker said, well, that's what you want them to do. Otherwise, the cocktail's not going to taste the way it's supposed to taste.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
But then there are times when he's had several different drinks now. So now he likes to experiment. And he's come up with some interesting things that you'd think, I don't know how that would go.
But you've tried them.
And I've tried them and I'm like, wow, yeah.
What's that one? His study guide.
And it is really good. It's very similar to an old fashioned, but it's done with different things, but it's good. And it got me thinking recently, I was trying some different things. Vermouth. I would not have thought to put vermouth with whiskey or rum. And I've been trying some things at home because, there's certain things you just grow up thinking, okay, this is what this goes with, and this is what that goes with. And you don't think about mixing it up. And then, it's okay to try.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Sometimes it's not good, but sometimes it's really good. So it's kind of interesting.
I was trying to find here's his recipe for, nope, that's not it. Sorry. That's the Maytini, another thing that he came up with.
And Jared he's a baker. He makes the most amazing desserts that you have ever tasted in your life. Something that you think is so simple. He makes a creme brulee that is like velvet in your mouth. It is so good.
Do not tell my mother that, because she will drive down to his house and have it.
It is the most amazing thing that you have ever tasted. And you think, this is what, a 20-year-old kid, and he makes a creme brulee that literally is like velvet in your mouth. You can't get enough of it. So I usually tell him, don't make it.
You eat too much of it. Here's his drink, the study guide. It's 1 ounce gold rum, 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, 1/2 ounce of orange curacao, 1/4 of it's got to be a teaspoon, right? Of maple syrup.
Yeah, it's got to be a teaspoon.
3 dashes of aromatic bitters. Add straight to the glass over ice. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Add ice, rum, curacao, dry vermouth, and maple syrup to shaker. Shake well. Add ice to a rocks glass and bitters over the ice. Strain shaker into the glass and enjoy. Now, that's a strange sounding drink.
Yeah.
But you said it was very good. I mean,
it was
strange as is. I wanted to try it.
It was very, very good. I was actually, because I thought some of those things,
Yeah, interesting. Maple syrup, where'd that come from? I did not make Julie try the maple syrup flavored whiskey.
But it is, and I've used maple syrup in some of my drinks. I have a what was the fall? Is it an old fashioned or is it whiskey sour? The fall whiskey sour where you use maple syrup and cranberry.
Oh, I never heard of that. That sounds good.
It's you have heard of it. I've made it for you guys here on the show.
Which is why I don't drink anymore. No.
But it is very good. It's just, sometimes you have to try things out. And like sometimes you try some things, like I said, and it's like, and then there's other times where you try something and you're going, oh, wow. Yeah, that's kind of neat. But I like the fact that he's into it enough that he writes down the recipe. He puts it in the app. It's now out there for anybody else to try because
that's
it's
cool.
One of those apps that
you share.
It's
a social app.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool.
All right, let's do this. I wish I would have done it when Doug was here because he hates it.
Bet your ass it's time to taste the cask
on the Friday Shot Day Show. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com. For those of you wondering, that is my Martian accent. And it's the best I could do to fit the Pele Utu. They have Lee Jones plays there every Thursday night. They have music a lot on weekends. Some well-known surf and tiki bands go through there. So it's a cool place. And I guarantee you're not going to get a better tiki drink in Reno than there. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So Julie has got her cask tasting.
It's darker.
What was our verdict last week? A
Wasn't bad. A little bit.
little hot, as I
A
recall.
little bit of a hot, but not bad. All right. So
Here's the swimming with bow-legged women.
Ooh, very smooth. No burn.
How can it change that much
Not an ounce
in
of
7
burn.
days? No.
Not even on the back end.
And I think better flavor.
Yeah. No, it's velvety on the tongue.
Velvety. Ooh, velvety. It's like the creme brulee from Jared. Yeah, this is what we love about the cask. We have a little tiny rum cask. Well, it's not tiny. It's like, what, 2 liters at least. And it's a wooden cask. And we fill it with just ordinary rum, Bacardi rum or something along those things. And we let it sit in there. And each week we try it. And it is stunning how much it changes in a week. It's just stunning.
Last week it definitely had a burn. This is like no burn. This is just, like I said, velvety. It's so smooth. It has a lot of flavor, but it's just nice.
Yeah. It's very, very
way different.
You know what it is? It's velvety. The Grateful Sea said, I found this channel because of your Pele Uto video. Definitely look forward to visiting them soon. Yeah. Are you in Reno? I mean, if not, you could, a lot of people go to Reno for all kinds of reasons, but if you're there,
it is a must.
It really is. It's just a stunning family made tiki. And I hate to say family made because people automatically think it's chintzy. It's not chintzy by any means whatsoever. It is that classy, authentic, real tiki bar with bartenders who they know exactly what they're doing. They're just and Dr. Shocker, of course, is and Rosie Radish are the owners. And every time anybody goes near Reno,
they turned me on to Mai Tais. I did not like Mai Tais because they always were so sicky sweet, and I just did not like them. And the first time they offered me a Mai Tai, I thought, I'm not really a Mai Tai person. And then they said, well, because you haven't had the right kind of Mai Tai. And then I had their Mai Tai and I went, oh, I'm a Mai Tai person. And now that is my go-to absolute drink.
So you live in Reno. That's cool. So if you want an evening out, go ahead and head over to Pele Uto. If you like Indian food, there's a place that's supposed to have great Indian food next door. And I guarantee you like it. Make sure you go in and tell Dr. Shocker or Rosie Radish that the Friday Shot Day show sent you.
Yeah.
Because they'll know.
Really nice to have a new listener and
yes,
nice to meet you.
It's very nice to have you here. And by the way, when you're at Pele Uto,
Pele
where'd Uto come from?
I don't
Pele Uto. Make sure you go through the hallway and look for our picture. We have a framed photo on the wall of the Friday Shot Day show guy. So it's a very cool place.
Yeah.
So the rum much better today.
Leagues above
7 days, and it's changed that much.
Where it's been so much better than what we did the last time. The last cask round that we did, we couldn't get a good cask.
We used a different rum, and we shouldn't have. I checked with Dr. Shocker, and he said it's okay to try it. And he knows better than I do. The guy's a master of that stuff, but it didn't work for us.
No.
So unfortunately,
could not get a good week.
Yeah.
No matter what we did every week, it just burned. It just did not taste good.
No.
There was no taste. It was all burned.
And again, all we did was fill this up with about 2 liters of Bacardi, and it's changed dramatically. You can still taste the cask. The cask is still leaking its whatever it leaks into the flavors, I guess. And but it changes every week.
Really, this week is one of the top-notch weeks.
Yeah.
Definitely yum.
Can't wait till next week. It won't be the same.
No, it won't. And it could be better. And I could be like, oh, wow, this week it's even better. Or it could be, ooh, this week it went hot. It's really interesting because it's kind of similar to wines. Wines do the same thing. People think, oh, wines, the longer they're in the cask, it's going to be, they go through phases. You have to know when to bottle it because There's times when it's going really good and you think it's really great, and then you leave it in a little too long, and all of a sudden it's vinegary. And it will go up and down, and then it'll get better too. Some wines are made to age and evolve, and some wines are not. Some wines, once they turn vinegar, that's it. They're done.
Yeah. It's the same thing with beers. A lot of beers are that way. One of my favorite beers, if not my favorite beer, is Dogfish Head 120. Very hard to find out here in California these days. They've pulled back their distribution since Dogfish Head got bought out, and it's really hard to find. But it is almost a brandy. It's usually 18 to 21% alcohol, which is huge for a beer. And it's really delicious. And the thing is, it ages extremely well in the bottle. So you put it in a dark corner somewhere and you let it sit for 3 years. It's going to taste completely different and probably better than it did when it was first bottled. So,
and then other beers, they're pure skunk.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Even though you never really know. John found a 6-pack of beer at his warehouse. John is the guy who does the Backseat Mogul show with us on Saturdays. And he and his buddy were going to drink it. And I was thinking, well, when's the last time you saw that, John? He said, that's got to be 6-7 years ago. I would not drink that because it was just a standard beer, like a Miller beer or a Coors or something. Anyway, they took it out to the racetrack and they drank it and thought it was okay.
Especially if it was just in the house and not in the refrigerator.
It was just on the floor.
Yeah. See that you
well, as long as it's in a cool, dark place, that's where you want it.
It's got to be cool.
Yeah, but it's got to be in John's warehouse. I'm sure it gets very hot.
Yeah,
because it's just a warehouse.
But it's always worth a try.
Yeah,
just because you don't like it. I mean, it's always worth a try. You never know what you're gonna get.
Last time we were in Reno, and this is a story just for you. The Grateful Sea. My wife and I went to Pele Utu. We had 2 drinks, and tiki drinks are stiff drinks. And then my wife said, I don't think I can drink anymore. I said, okay, well, we'll just sit here and talk to Shocker and Rosie and for a while. And we did that. And then about half an hour later, my wife goes, okay, I'm ready for another drink. I said, okay, what are we going to get? She goes, Scorpion Bowl. Scorpion Bowl. So we split a Scorpion Bowl. And then we said our goodbyes. We went back to the casino row, and we hadn't been there in decades. So we went back to the casino row, and we were going through the casinos, getting drinks and watching bands and that kind of stuff. But what we didn't know is that you can, if you go like to the second floor, I think it is, all the casinos are connected. You can just walk through from one casino to the next. We weren't doing that. We were going outside, walking down the next casino. Now, alcohol might have been the problem,
Part of it. Okay.
but yeah.
The Scorpion Bowl used to be my drink if I wanted to do karaoke. Because it was liquid courage. And once you get to a certain point, even if you should care, you don't care.
Yeah. And you shouldn't care,
But yeah, that used to be, I sang, oh my God.
Is this weekend when you were there?
No. This is a long time ago. That song, oh God. Somebody in the back, Ballroom Blitz. And I sang that with all the gumption.
That's a great tune.
It is. But it's a hard tune, and it's a crazy tune. I sang that song and Paradise by the Dashboard Light with a friend's husband after drinking a Scorpion Bowl.
That's a video I'd like to see.
That was wild. And it was fun. And I'm so glad I don't really remember too much because I'm sure I was awful, but it was so much fun.
The Grateful Sea says, haha, that's actually where I bartend. So maybe I'll serve you guys sometime. I hope so. That'd be very cool. Where in particular is that you bartend? I'm just curious to see which casino it might be. Yeah. We were surprised because, like I said, we were going out and in and out and in, but there were some really good bars there. There were some really good live bands playing. The one I remember most was a Tom Petty cover band. They were awesome. They were so good. And we had a great time there, and we keep meaning to go back, but we're going to be in Hawaii next month.
Yeah.
And we have all these vacations lined up, and
next time they're going to hide me in their luggage.
You got to go.
Then I'm going to get to go.
You got to go.
I know. I want to so bad.
Yeah. It's just sitting there with people who know what they're doing. And by the way, I mean, and maybe you've had this experience yourself, the Grateful Sea. People will come in and they'll order a tiki drink and they'll order it differently than it's supposed to be made. And Shocker won't do it unless he thinks it'll work. If he thinks it's going to ruin the drink, he goes, no, I won't make that for you because it won't taste good. Because he knows that tiki drinks are supposed to be made a certain way. Most drinks are made to be a certain way. There's always room for experimentation and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But, you know, this person wanted a Mai Tai with gin or something. Oh. What are they thinking?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I think he does the right thing. I'm sorry, I can't make that for you.
Yeah, because if it doesn't come out well, then it's his reputation that gets put out there.
That's exactly true.
And they're not going to remember that they asked for it the wrong way. They're going to say, oh, this sucked.
Yeah, they made a terrible drink there. No, it was fine, but
you asked for something that isn't really.
You basically asked us to screw it up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, you would think people would be fair about that, but they're not, because they don't care. All they care about is getting what they want.
You've seen the Yelp and the other reviews, and they're not the people. Most of the people who post reviews post bad reviews. Not enough people post good reviews, and that's too bad. And the bad reviews are usually vindictive. So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's a little aggravating. So today I was watching because I found these two. I've rediscovered Bob Hope. I'm going back to these old Bob Hope movies. You know me and movies. I just, whatever I can watch, I watch. Yep. So I watched this movie called Paleface, and it was kind of entertaining. And then today I was watching Son of Paleface, which surprisingly is the sequel. Mm-hmm. And at one point they go into a bar and they order, and I wonder if you know this, the horse's neck.
That's right. You were talking about that.
The horse's neck cocktail. And I had never heard. Jacob. Hey, Jacob, Silver Legacy.
Hey, that's my son's name.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
We'll come look you up. We'll come look you up out there. So the horse's neck, I'd never heard of. And I thought, what is a horse's neck? So, of course, Google is your friend. The horse's neck is a classic, refreshing highball cocktail made with bourbon or brandy, ginger ale, and a long spiraled lemon peel garnish that winds through the glass, resembling a horse's neck.
Okay.
Originally a non-alcoholic mix of ginger ale and lemon peel.
Two completely different drinks.
Yeah, well, I think it would change it like a Bloody Mary versus a Bloody Maria. Even though the base is the same, the Bloody Mary's vodka, Bloody Maria's tequila.
Yeah.
So, originally a non-alcoholic mix of ginger ale and lemon peel, the kick was added later with spirits, and it's known for its simple elegance and balance of spice and citrus. So that is what a horse's neck is. And I'd never heard that term before.
No. And they're very different alcohols in the drink, but yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, but what's funny is that apparently that drink was popular enough in 1952 when this movie was released that everybody would know what it was. But these days, first time I heard it was today.
Yeah. When you said it, I was like, okay.
Horse's neck. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I love that kind of stuff too. So I love discovering new drinks and you know, there's a made up drink in a movie and I can't remember the name of it right now. I wish I could. And I Googled it to see if anybody had ever mentioned it. No, nothing on Google. Nobody had ever mentioned this particular cocktail because it wasn't real. It was a pretend gross cocktail. So on the Friday Shot Day show page, I hid that recipe, that word and the recipe as close as I could get it on the page, hoping that one day Google would find it. So people were looking, but I've searched since and it doesn't show up. So,
well, you know, the vasectomy.
That's not mine.
But it's out there.
What is that?
I made that for you guys.
I know, but they haven't.
Okay. The vasectomy was Ryan Reynolds' twist on the cranberry and gin drink that he makes around Father's Day, which it's Ryan Reynolds.
That way, when his wife says you need to get a vasectomy, he's all, cheers.
Of course, he does all these crazy, silly stunt things, but it's good, and it's probably named something else.
Does it have aviation? Is that what he
It is
recommends?
aviation.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. But the ad for that is hysterical. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure gin and cranberry juice is not really called the vasectomy. There's got to be another name for that.
You know what? I think it's kind of a good name.
Okay, with vodka it would be the Cosmopolitan. So with gin, I'm not sure. I've never heard of.
It's just a classic cranberry gin fizz.
Okay, no, it's called a vasectomy. People.
Yeah, that's much better than cranberry gin fizz.
It's hysterical and it's funny. And if you watch the ad, it is hysterical because Ryan Reynolds is hysterical.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he owned I think he sold his shares in aviation, didn't he?
He probably did, but he still promotes it. He puts it in his movies and everything. And aviation gin is a good gin.
Well, now, if you were going to buy aviation gin and Ryan Reynolds was the face of it, wouldn't you make that part of the deal? Yeah. If I'm going to pay you $750 million for your gin brand, you're going to be my face still.
Yeah.
That's what I would ask.
And I mean, it is a good gin. There's a lot of crappy gins out there, but aviation is a good gin. It's got a little bit of a touch of vanilla taste to it. It's smooth. It's easy. I like it for a gin. There's few gins that I really like. What was it? Sapphire is one that I do like.
Yeah, that's right.
But aviation is better than Sapphire for me.
What's the one we have over there hang on, I'm going to go grab it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of gins burn. Oh, the pump. Oh,
that's gin liqueur. That's not it.
Then
209.
209. Now that's a gin I would have never expected to like because it doesn't look like a gin. And
it looks more like a whiskey.
It is really good. It's barrel reserve gin and it's a gin finished in Chardonnay barrels and it's so smooth and it's so good. It is a sipping gin and it is definitely one that you want to drink.
You're not going to have a drink of it now, are you?
Of course I am.
Of course you are.
Because it's me.
Come on, Jules. You do that for everybody.
The only thing that's
the top does not want to come off.
No, it's all the torque is at the top. So you're trying to figure out how to unscrew this huge freaking top. And the only part that unscrews is at the very, very, very top.
Jacob, if you get to Peleuto, let us know and we'll send you a link and you can come on the show if you choose and tell us about your experience there. And I hope it's a good one because that would be embarrassing for us if it wasn't. But
no, Paley, you can't have a bad experience.
You can't. No.
Shocker is crazy. Rosie is crazy, but they're wonderful.
They're such good nice people and such good parents. They're such good parents. Yeah. That's the thing that
and this is a lifelong passion of theirs.
Yes. And I don't want to say it surprised me that they were such good parents because it shouldn't have, but they really are good at that. So
doesn't taste like a gin, but it is so good. So good. I just really like that gin.
It's so different because it's not botanical.
No.
It's more spicy.
Yes.
And not spicy like chili spicy, but spiced is a better word.
No, but it's good. It is different. It's different, but the difference is good.
Yeah.
It's a sipping gin. It's one that you can actually pour yourself straight out.
And just sit there and read your book.
Yeah.
Candlelight next to you.
And I would mix it with something too, but they say on the bottle, it's not one that you want to mix with something because you're going to lose some of the flavor. It says a nose warm with buttery toffee notes and a hint of oak, sweet entry followed by gin-inspired mid-palate and long finish with tan and tang.
Would you mind if I took that bottle home and let Shelley try it? Because I'm curious.
Absolutely not.
I'm curious what she thinks it could be made into.
I bet you she'd love it because it's such a nice.
Yeah, she will. And I'm just curious because she instantly knows what cocktail she can make with it. She's like Shocker. Boom, she can think of a cocktail. So
it's just good. It's just one of those. I mean, I haven't seen it too much out there. I got it at grocery outlet.
Of course.
And that's what pisses me off about grocery outlet, because I find some things that I really like at grocery outlet. That vodka, the Canon vodka, that was so freaking amazing. I had half of Ventura rushing
That was your
to
mistake.
grocery outlet to buy the Canon vodka because it was so damn good, and they bought it all out. And now they're not selling it anymore, and you can't find it very easily around here anymore.
Yeah. So that's number 209.
Number 209, that is a really good gin.
And it's barrel reserve gin finished in Chardonnay barrels.
It's so different, but so tasty.
46 proof too, by the way. So it's not.
Oh, it's good though. Oh my gosh.
No weakling in that
I
department.
mean, you've had it before.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And it's good.
It is. It's like I said, it's not what you expect of a gin, because
good.
it's even less botanical than aviation, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a spiced flavor instead, and that's very unique for a gin, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, definitely.
All right, we got one more thing to do here, and then we'll call it a day. We got and then it's Harbor Cove Cafe time.
Yep. Oh, am I excited? I pretty much broke my foot and still had to go to Harbor Cove before I went to the hospital.
No, she fell down the stairs, potentially broke her foot, should have gone to the doctor, but decided no, Harbor Cove comes first, which by the way is not a wrong decision. It just happens to be the one that she made.
It was the right choice.
Yes.
Because
Which leg was
it
it?
made the hospital visit much nicer.
They probably thought you fell down the stairs because you've been drinking.
But it definitely helped.
All right, it's time for this. There are over 100 bottles of liquor on the shelves at Rough Edge Studios. Some of them are good, most of them suck. That's why now it's time for the purge.
All right.
Julie asked to cheat, and I told her it was okay.
Yeah, I'm kidding. It is such a nice.
She's going to have some more 209.
Yeah.
Which is always a blessing, because I'm always afraid somebody's going to pull the 250,000 Scoville vodka.
I like that, but I can't talk after I've had it.
No, that's true. By the way, when Doug is here, not this week because we're not sure about you, but the following week when we are sure about you, it's going to be Tuesday. We're going to do that. Okay. We're going to try the death juice. Now,
Okay,
death
the
juice.
Last time it wasn't that bad, but it was. What was that? Licorice. It was very licorice forward.
It was either Jägermeister or it was absinthe, or maybe even something else.
We had Mama Juana in there, but Mama Juana is a mix of other things anyhow.
It could have also been the new version of Clooney's tequila. What was that called?
No, I think it was the
Because they added, it's so vanilla now.
I think it was the absinthe and the Jägermeister that probably really took the front seat on that one.
So the death juice, for those of you who don't know, is, as we said, we have about 100 bottles on our shelf here. A little less now because we've been purging through them. But we took a shot from every single bottle, poured it into a gas can.
Okay, now is that gas can lined?
Yes, it's lined with plastic.
Okay, so that's what worries me.
Yeah, it's the plastic or the rust?
Plastic.
Well,
because
what's it going to do to me?
All that alcohol sitting in plastic, you know what plastic does to stuff.
It's going to be great.
I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
So we're going to try that. Not this show, not next week's show, but the following week's show.
Yeah,
we'll be trying out
and we got to get butane because I'm sure.
And we should do that
Doug
too.
will love
Yes, let's order.
smoker.
Julie got me a smoker, a whiskey smoker.
Beautiful whiskey.
It's gorgeous.
smoker.
Just before I got my bad news, and we have been meaning to try it, and we're going to try it. That's absolutely true. We got to do that.
I was so excited to buy you that. You know, sitting there like,
well, I can't drink for a while, so yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely get that propane for that, and because I know there's no smoke alarms in here, is there?
Nope.
Okay, because we'll end up getting in trouble.
This is an old building.
Yeah, it's a great building.
We don't have to have smoke alarms in this building because we're under a certain amount of people, and it's old. So we grandfathered in.
What they're saying is that the number of people, the capacity here is okay to die. Beyond that capacity, it's not.
It becomes a tragedy.
Yes. So we'll see about that. All right. Well, shall we head out to Harbor Cove Cafe? I know it's a little early, but we've gone through a lot today.
I know we have.
Julie went through.
I want to still have my tiki drink, so I can't drink anymore, or I'm not going to be able to have.
Julie drank a little bit of every one of those right there.
Yes.
In addition to the 209.
And there was only one on this table that was disappointing.
Yes. One more thing we will drink. I forgot about this almost.
Oh,
This is okay.
Okay. I'm going to put all these back.
Okay.
So
we'll be absent for just a second.
Yeah.
I almost forgot our non-alcoholic drink of the week, which is this one. It is Recess Zero Proof Watermelon Mojito. And you notice mojitos in quotes. It's like, well, it's not a mojito, but it's close to a mojito. It's infused with guayusa and aptogens, and it's lightly sparkling, 0 ABV. So let me get that popped open here. And
I'm not putting those where they belong. I'm just putting them up.
Do you have the glasses over there? I got them here. Okay. And by glasses, I mean cups. So this is our ABV of the week.
Yeah.
It is for alcohol-free moments, a craft mocktail with real ingredients that taste like your favorite cocktail without the consequences. I kind of like the consequences.
I've had some really good nights with some consequences behind them.
I can remember one when she had a bottle of Patron at the beginning of the show, and at the end of the show, all she had was a bottle.
That was not one of my better. I mean, it was okay. I slept and I didn't have a hangover the next day. That was fine. But I'm talking about those nights when your inhibitions are.
Oh, your husband's favorite nights.
They're suppressed just enough. Not so much that you can't do what you need to do, but just enough to make it fun.
All right. Chin Chin. This is a watermelon non-alcoholic mojito. Julie's all over it.
Yeah.
Smells like watermelon and chalk.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's going to be great. I have to have something good.
No.
No, it's not great.
No, it's not.
It's, again, the problem with most of these things when we're drinking fruit-based cocktails and mocktails is that they use either fake fruit flavors or they use too much or too little. And I'm not sure where this one falls in the middle, but the watermelon taste is there, but it doesn't taste right.
No, it tastes like fake.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fake or not.
It tastes.
It's just not right.
The rind.
That's it.
The rind of a watermelon.
That's exactly
You don't really want to eat the rind because the rind doesn't taste very good.
Ingredients are filtered water, mojito tea, agave, pear juice concentrate, natural flavors, watermelon juice concentrate, lime juice concentrate, vegetable juice concentrate.
Okay.
I see a pattern here.
Yeah. You don't really need to put vegetables in a fruit drink.
There's a pea in mine. No, there's not. But if Doug was here, he'd be writing that down.
I was going to say you should have saved that for the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was hoping to like this because I love mojitos, and I've had a couple of really good non-alcoholic mojitos. This ain't one of them.
No, there's been some non-alcoholic drinks that I've been trying lately just to honor you.
I appreciate that.
And there's been some that are not so bad. I'm still the Dos Equis salt and
that's very good.
That was very good. That was really easy to drink. It was nice. I like that. And actually I will buy that again.
Yeah, that one's very good. And I've had I think that Harbor Cove Cafe has a very good I'm sorry, it wasn't Harbor Cove Cafe. It was Tonga Hut in Palm Springs. Had an excellent mojito. You could not tell the difference between that mojito and another one. But
no.
good stuff. So this is not good stuff. That was good stuff. This stuff, it does. It tastes like the rind. And that's probably what, well, it's juice concentrate. I mean,
I don't know why they make things. People, healthy doesn't have to taste like shit. You just have to know how to put. People don't get it. People think healthy. Oh, it's going to taste like shit. No, it doesn't have to taste like shit. You just have to think about what you put together.
Yeah. Like Absolutely. McDonald's French fries, healthy as hell, and they taste delicious. And I tell my wife that too. She don't buy it. So, all right, we're heading out to our favorite Harbor Cove Cafe.
Absolutely.
Julie's going to get a new glass there.
I don't know.
They have wait till you see the pretty ones.
I know.
They're nice.
I know.
But
do they sell them?
Oh yeah.
They do?
Oh, they do. Yeah. Here's the thing that's sad though. Harbor Cove Cafe, Pele Utu, and probably the bar that the Grateful Sea works at. And I didn't want to use your name again. Maybe I shouldn't have in the first place. If that's okay, let me know. But anyway, people steal the glasses. They think that these things are gifts, and they're not. They set down a tiki drink in a fish thing. It costs the bar $12. Yeah. And you put it in your purse and take it away because you think it should be included. It's not how it works, man. You don't want to raise the price of your drinks because they have to keep compensating for the stuff that gets taken. And it's led to an even more distressing thing, in my opinion, is that now you don't get to use those cups those mugs anymore. Now they're serving everything in plain glasses. He doesn't even serve in Randy at Harbor Cove Cafe doesn't even serve them in his Harbor Cove Mai Tai glasses anymore. He got clear Mai Tai glasses because people were just walking out the door with the glasses, which you can buy for $12 on you. And Shocker with his fish things, walking out the door with them all the time. When Glitter Gulch first opened in Las Vegas, Glitter Gulch Tiki, there's a difference. They had a security guard out front who eyed you up and down when you left to make sure you weren't walking out with a glass. And I'm thinking, you had to hire a security guard to stop people from stealing your glass? How much does that cost? Don't steal the glasses, you cheap bastards. No, buy them. Yeah. If you want them, buy them. Exactly. And I get it. You want memorabilia? Everybody does. Fine. Don't take the menus. That's the next thing they said. Who the hell do you think you are that you can just take something that is somebody else's? Right. That bothers me. They had to pay for it. You should have to pay for it. Yeah. I think it was Randy or Shocker was telling me that there's a new trend where people are collecting tiki menus and putting them on their walls. Well, like that menu is still good, don't cost people money. Yeah. I think the menus that Randy ordered were like the new ones, which you can't pin on the walls, were like $17 each. Like, good Lord. It's crazy. Don't do that. Help them. Yeah. Because they want to stay open. And if you enjoy them and you want them to be there, you can't put them out of business by stealing from them. Exactly. It's just, it's rude. So anyway, we're heading to Harbor Cove Cafe right now. And because it is a beautiful night and it is going to end up being the most beautiful night because I love Harbor Cove. It is one of my most favorite places in town to go. Mine too. The view, the food, the drinks, everything about it is spectacular. Yeah. And I might steal a mug tonight. The seals will be out. Probably. Yeah. And there's so much we usually try to sit at the outside bar, which is just a bar. There's nobody serving there, it's just a bar. But you can look at there's boats parked everywhere, and there are seals who are trying desperately to get up on those boats because they want to get in the sun a little bit before it goes. It's just the best place. It's a vacation away without going far from your home. It's like 15 minutes from my house? Yeah. But it's like getting away. It is. That's exactly what it is. So it's awesome. People go there, support them, be a patron. They help them celebrate their success. That's what you want to do. Yeah, and they are wonderful people. Did you want the rest of my watermelon mojito? I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Again, if you're listening to this, you can always watch the entire show on roughedge.tv. Give us a like or subscribe. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps us. And we appreciate that. And thank you for the Grateful Sea. Yes.
Yes, our new listener.
Very pleased you were there
really
today.
Nice to have the comments and everything. It's nice to know what our audience thinks about
And
things.
nice contributions there, too.
Yeah.
Appreciate that very
Awesome.
much. And hopefully we'll see you in Reno. That'd be awesome. All right, gang.
Hope to see you back here.
Yeah, there you go. Harbor Cove Cafe. Late. Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.